the explainer of this book, Shaykh Saleh al-Shaykh, whose words we're reading right here, he said that I believe he was he was talking about one of the ulama who was the peers, I forget his name, was one of the close friends, an Egyptian scholar who was living in Riyadh for some time, who was a Lughawi scholar. He was a scholar of the Arabic language, and he was very close friends with the great Imam Shaykh Mahmud ibn Muhammad Shakir, rahimahullah ta'ala, who was a great scholar of the Arabic language and of hadith. Mahmud Shakir, rahimahullah ta'ala. And he was studying with him, Lisan Arab. The Shaykh Saleh al-Shaykh was studying with him. When you study with a scholar, it's tasmi'. You're reading to a scholar with proper Arabic diction and grammar, right? A book. He was reading with him, studying with him, Lisan Arab. How big is Lisan Arab? Lisan Arab would take the whole shelf on that bookshelf. Studying Lisan Arab, which is a source book. It's a dictionary of the Arabic language. That's about 30 volumes. It's about 30 volumes. So the Shaykh, Saleh al-Shaykh, he was studying with this particular Egyptian scholar of the Arabic language. And he said he got a little tired and fatigued because it's a big undertaking, right? To study Lisan Arab with a scholar. And so he told the scholar, he said, isn't there like a more elementary book that we can, go to? Something maybe a little shorter. And he said, maybe you should look for a different job. Now, mind you, this is a scholar who was the wazir of da'wah. He was in charge of da'wah for the whole country of Saudi Arabia. The scholar whose explanation we're reading from right here. That was his job. He was in charge of all the imams and all the Islamic universities to the end of it. That's a huge job, a huge responsibility upon his shoulders. And this scholar told him, maybe you should look for a different job. And if this book is intimidating to you, this 30-volume book, to study this with a scholar and to read it to a scholar and that sort of thing. So obviously we're not saying everybody needs to quit their jobs, right, and change their lives, but we can at least, pick up the pace a little bit when it comes to some basic Arabic. You go to Saudi Arabia and everybody speaks some rudimentary Arabic. The taxi drivers, the people in the shops, so on and so forth. Everybody speaks some rudimentary Arabic. You can at least have some basic rudimentary Arabic, so that if you're lost in a Muslim country, you don't, you can ask for directions or something. Alhamdulillah. So you pick up the pace, alhamdulillah, with Quran and with the Arabic language and with our studies of the religion and memorization of basic texts and that sort of thing.